Hi guys, Daz here with Comic Haul number 30, which has been a pretty hectic week for me. I went away with me mum. We stayed in our caravan for a few days, got out on a few road trips. Of course, mum went shopping, and of course, I went hunting. So I picked up quite a few books this week, mainly back issues. Didn't get a chance to pick up too many of the current titles because I didn't make my LCS on Wednesday, but I have set aside some in the shop, and I've also pre-ordered a ton. So I've got all the key first appearances coming. I'm excited to show them off. They should be here either today or tomorrow. They'll be in next week's haul. But let's get into this week's books that I have managed to find. And stay tuned towards the end. Of course, we've got Dazzie's news round. And spec books coming up for next week and the coming weeks. And a pretty exciting update on my contest right at the end. So stay tuned for that. Okay, into the books. The first one I picked up, set it aside, I had to get it. And this is Cosmic Ghost Rider, issue 3. And this is the regular Jeff Shaw cover. And of course, this is the first appearance of Punisher, who is now played by Thanos. Baby Thanos is all grown up. And of course, it's the first full appearance and death of both Juggerduck, who was Howard the Duck, and Iron Groot, who was Rocket Raccoon. I thought they were going to do something with Juggerduck, and they've killed him off. But it wasn't a bad issue. Enjoyed the read. Whilst I'm picking that one up, I got an advanced book. This book comes out tomorrow for Batman Day. I should be down in Cheltenham and my LCS for that. But I picked this up at Planet All Stars. The guys asked if I wanted it for free. I'll take it. I read it. And it's the director's special edition of Batman White Knight issue 1. Decent read, that. I think I've got the Neo Joker. Is it issue 7? So that one's not out yet officially until tomorrow, I believe. Went to a charity shop in Cheltenham where I picked up a load of books. I picked up a load of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And all the key issues. Issue 1 I picked up. Issue 7, which is first Kid Kree. First 19, which was first Girl Moon. First 28, which is well, I can't even say his name. You know what I mean. It's that expensive book. Omnipentus, I think his name is. But I picked this one up because this has been talked about on the forums recently. In issue 38 of Moon Girl, this upcoming, they're going to revisit this issue, which is issue 13. And it's all to do with time travel, I believe. So they're going to revisit this book. So this book might have some heat because the issue 38 is meant to be quite a key book by all accounts. So again, the print run on this is really small. It's around 10 to 12,000. They have got the entire Moon Girl run there at £1.50 a piece. And I'm wondering whether to get it, because down the line, that Moon Girl series could do well with such a small print run. Probably the book that's got the most value from last week, I managed to find it was still on the shelf, which I was very surprised at. Shout out to Jim's Comics who first brought this to my attention. And this is Elric, White Wolf. And this is the cover that's going crazy. This is the variant Julian Tello cover. Read this book. Elric first appears in Conan the Barbarian, issue 14. I've got that book. Sorry, that's not his first appearance, but that's his first appearance in comics. I think he was in like a book before that. So if you've got early Conan, look for issue 14. Because Elric could be a player. I think that there could be a Conan movie coming sometime. You know, Arnie just talks about playing it at some point. When he a King Conan movie. Went to a shop yesterday. Just a malt house in Stroud. Picked up 2 books. Bit disappointed. But this is on the Key Collectors app. This is X-Men Volume 2 from the 1991 run. And this is issue 157. And this is the first appearance of Shenzorn. Shenzorn. Could be a player down the line. And Jubilee and Archangel leave the team. The book I was happier to get from there. This has just appeared on the Key Collectors app because it's on their Venomized section. And everywhere I go, I seem to find Ultimate Spider-Man comics. And there aren't too many key issues. I think it's one, obviously, is the big money book. 156 has got I think is a black cat cover. Is a little bit sought after. And this is the other one. This is issue 98. And this is the first appearance of Spider-Woman, the Ultimate Universe version of Jessica Drew, who later becomes Black Widow in the all-new Ultimates issue 1. Paid £3 for that. I would have been happier probably paying £2, but it's in the collection now. Whilst down on my caravan, I visited my friend John Christopher. He wasn't there actually, but I still had a look around his comics. Managed to find one more for the collection. An interesting one too. Paid £2.75 for this. Now this is The Adventures of Superman 596. And this is the issue that had a lot to do with the terrorist attacks. Because the interior art depicts LexCorp Towers smouldering from an attack with eerie similarities to the visual of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. The issue was coincidentally delivered on September the 12th, 2001 with a statement from DC offering to accept returned books, but most retailers declined. Yeah, so that was the all to do with the terrorist attack. Hence the black S symbol, I believe. Quite a pricey book on eBay. Okay, again, whilst down in Tewkesbury, I visited their antique shop, not expecting to find a lot, but I know how to find books. If they're in shops, they're usually in antique shops. And I found 5 books of £2 a piece. I was fairly happy with what I found. This is Madame Exandu. It was only a one shot. This is from 1981. Read this. There's a guy in here who must be the ugliest man on the planet. Had me feeling sorry for the guy. But it's a wacky read. It really is. Really spaced out stuff. A lot to do with drugs and stuff. But yeah, this is an $8 book on Comic Book Realm. I've seen it go for as high as 60 on eBay in good grade. This is probably about a 6, 6.5. Up now, probably my 3rd or 4th copy of this book. I sent one recently to JPL Flash. But I'm never going to turn this book away for £2. This is Legends, nice grade 2, issue 1. First appearance of Amanda Waller, who was obviously in the Suicide Squad film. And she was in Arrow and I think Smallville too. And it's also the first appearance of Brimstone, I believe. Finally found this issue. Never seen it out in the wild before. £2. And this is issue 2. And this is the first appearance. Sorry, no. It's the next issue, isn't it? This is issue 2. This is the first appearance of Lisa Sutton. Now, this is a short-lived run of only 6 issues. So when they're short series, I'll tend to try and track them down. I've got issues 1, 2, and 4. And of course, I've just given it away, haven't I? But this is issue 3. Delighted to get this for £2, guys. This is the first appearance of the second Suicide Squad team. And also the death of Blockbuster. I remember when I first got into collecting, this book was hot. I guess the Suicide Squad film was about. This was a 30 quid book all day long. But still got to pay a little bit for it. Probably 10 to 15. So happy for 2. And the last book I picked up was probably the funniest story I've ever read. It's some Jack Kirby goodness, I believe. It's by the creator of Doc Savage. 1977 is the year, and this is Justice Inc. issue 1. Justice Inc. issue 1 from DC. The story was hilarious. Basically, the guy's on a plane, and the guy is the Avenger. So this is the first appearance of the Avenger, who is Richard Benson. And he's on a plane going for a trip with his wife and his child. He goes to the toilet, he comes back, his kid and his wife are gone. So he's kicking off. Where are they? They were never on the plane. So he's going mad, and somebody clouts him from behind, right? And he wakes up in a hospital, and he suddenly, his face is paralysed. So he looks like that all of the time. And he's like hard as ice. And nobody can understand why. Suddenly, he's got lots of skills too. He's like a trained martial artist at about 25 different things. Master of guns and knives. And as well as that, the only time he can move it, so he can't change his facial expression until he digs his hands into his face, and then he can make his face look like anybody. An old man or a woman or anything. So he's like also like a master of disguise. He can't blink or anything. It's just hilarious. If you've got that comic, guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's the funniest story ever. Brilliant. Justice Inc. That's a $20-$25 book online. In this grade, probably, I don't know, this is mid-grade, 5.5, 6. So, I might get a tenner for it, but for £2, it was a great read. Had me chuckling. Okay, went to Worcester on the last day of our little breakaway, and went to this shop that I'm quite liking. It's called Out of This World. It's got a lot of back issues. Some of them are overpriced. For instance, they got First Kilowog there, and I really want the First Kilowog, but it's £20. And they've got the first, is it Jason Todd with Killer Croc there for 40? I want to pay nearer 20 for that book. And they got that book. Is it Heidi? Something to do with Nazis, hates the Nazis or something. It's up on the wall. I think it's a Dom the Comic Book Junkie's got 19 copies of that. Well, they got that up on the wall for 50. Now, if it was 30, I'd buy that book, because to me that's a collector's book. But there again, he's got issues. If you know what you're looking for, you can get some bargains. Of course, here I went in. For some reason, I got a feeling this book is in one of my encyclopedias, so I got it. But I can't find a first appearance, so this is a bit of a miss for me. But it's Batman 673. Cool cover. Paid $2.50 for it, but I don't think it'll be staying in my collection. Books get better, guys. Avengers West Coast, £1.50 for this. This is Avengers West Coast issue 63. And this is the first appearance of the Living Lightning, who is Miguel Santos, and the first appearance of Dr. Roy Sanford. Again, the Living Lightning is a character in my encyclopedia. Happy to add that. First time I've seen that book. I've been looking a long time for it. Up next, another encyclopedia character. And this character is in Batman and Robin, issue 12, from July 2010. And this is the first appearance of Heretic, aka Fatherless. And basically, he's a clone of Damian Wayne. So he's a villain. This is the Frank Quietly cover. Now, there's a variant cover to this, I believe, that goes for quite a bit. But, like I say, this is the first appearance of Heretic, and this is another one ticked off. Again, £2.50 for this one. It's on the Key Collectors app, so I'm not going to turn it aside, because it's the first appearance of the Secret Six, the second team. And it's also the death of Katma Tui. And I believe this is when the Action Comics started to become a weekly release. Must have been monthly up to that stage. But it's a pretty cool cover. I do like that cover. This is a book, again, I've been looking for ages. Finally tracked it down. And this is Action Comics. And this is issue 835. Paid £3 for this. This is the first appearance and origin of Livewire, who is Leslie Willis, in the DC continuity. Because she first appeared in Superman Adventures. One of the issues, can't remember the one. I bid on it the other day, but I didn't get it. But this is the first one in continuity. Met the actress who played Livewire in the Supergirl TV series. So that was pretty cool. This is a duplicate, but for £2, I'm not going to leave it there because it's in minty condition, guys. And this is a Teen Titans 37 for £2. Yes, please. This is the first appearance of Miss Martian. Again, who's been on Supergirl just of late. Really minty copy. Delighted to find these guys. Again, I've already got these books, but it's a second copy and nice graded too. This is issue 7 of 52. Books that are really hot at the moment, guys. And this is the first appearance of Kate Kane, who later becomes Batwoman. Now, of course, Batwoman is about to make her CW debut in her own show, played by Ruby Rose. But she's going to make her debut, I think, in a big crossover event with the, obviously, Arrow and Flash. I don't think Legends tomorrow this time, and Supergirl. So that's going to be cool. And to go with that one, that one's pretty pricey, but this one is the money book. This is issue 11 of the same series. And this is the first time Kate Kane puts on the Batwoman outfit. Again, this on Comic Book Realm now is up to a $20+ book. Crazy. Just a few months ago, it was probably a $2-3 book. Like you say, in your collection, nothing stays, stays the same. They seem like they can put money onto any book now. So if you've got a first appearance in a book, just hold it. Paid £5 for this, maybe overpaid. But it's a book and it's a striking cover. Last time I saw this was at a con, it was about £8 or £9. And this is Batman 363. This is the first appearance of Nocturna. It was Natalia Knight. So happy to add that one to the PC. Another one ticked off in the encyclopedia. Whilst away, I read the first appearance of her. It was in the Marvel Team-Up book, I believe, issue 61, I believe. Now, her first appeared in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 film. And, of course, she talked about right at the end Adam Warlock. So I went to the next stage. First time I've seen this book. Been looking for this for a while. This is the first appearance of her, who basically becomes Aisha. And this is in Fantastic Four, issue 11. And I think this is from the 2009 series, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic Four 11, Aisha. Looking forward to reading that. I'm sure she'll be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 too. My final purchase from there is a book I've been looking for ages because I'm a massive fan of the character who's in Gotham. And paid £8 for it. Happy with the price, happy with the grade. And it's one of them. It's one of them ones where they say it's a first appearance, but then somehow they find somebody who looked like him in a book years before, and they say, well, actually, that was his first cameo appearance. And the one that I've got now, they're saying it's his second appearance. Well, he's not named in the other book, and I don't even think he talks. I think it's a Detective Comics book. But this, guys, is Batman issue 361. They say it is the second appearance of Harvey Bullock, but it could well be the first. Because this is his first time he's named, I believe, and the first time he talks. Big player in the Gotham world. Love his portrayal in the Gotham TV series, one of my favourite characters. So that was actually, it's not my final purchase because last week I picked up Incredible Hulk 418. I had the newsstand copy, and it's the first appearance of Telos the Untamed, who's going to be in the upcoming Captain Marvel movie. Now, that was number 3 on the CBSI top 10. I went and tracked down number 2. But on another site, they're saying this is the hottest selling book at the moment. This is the book that is selling more than any other. Fair enough. £2. I'm not going to turn it aside. For this is Avengers 346. Again, it's a book that was a nothing book up till the stills dropped of this latest Captain Marvel. And it leaked out that this team in this book is going to be in the Captain Marvel movie. Now, the team is the Star Force team. And it's the first appearance of Quill Vordon, the death of Al Don, and the death of Dara Ben. So whether they're in the movie as well. But this book's going crazy at the moment. You won't find this online for under 25, 30 quid now, which is crazy. I certainly wouldn't pay those prices, but if you can get it for cheap, 2-3 quid, I mean, if you're a flipper, it's a flipper's dream. I don't flip books. This would be staying in my PC, but take it out, guys. Avengers 346. I spoke about the other one as well. Quasar 9 is the first appearance of Captain Atlas, who I think is the leader of the Star Force. So look out for that one. Now, whilst reading the CBSI forums, I literally just found a book on there, and I thought, wait a minute, I've got that book, because it's a book that is dear to my heart, because I'm in love with the work of this guy, as you know, Joshua Middleton. This book is apparently heating up rather well. Didn't even know it. I just checked through one of my long boxes because I've got a massive run of Supergirl. And this is it. Supergirl 43. And this is a stunning cover from Joshua Middleton. Delighted to have it. I didn't even know I had it. I thought, wait a minute, I've seen that before. Look out for this, guys. Because Middleton's early work is all starting to heat up. I showed it off recently, didn't I? His first professional work was in Meridian, issue 1 from CrossGen Comics. I'm amazed that people aren't snapping those up. Because Middleton is the next big thing, I think. That's what the forums are saying anyway. So look out for his stuff. Okay. We got Supergirl and Batwoman. A lot of talk about them this week in Dazzie's newsroom. Here we go. A lot of talk about this guy too, as we know. Okay, Dazzie's newsroom. The Venom movie, upcoming, is not going to be a PG-13 like a lot of people are making it out to be. It is going to be quite brutal, quite graphic. So it's going to be a minimum 15. Okay, guys. Sorry for you youngsters out there looking to see it. I'm excited, actually. My daughter's 16 now. She can come and see these films with me. Talking of films, I went and saw that Nun in the week. Took me and my mum. We like horrors. It was actually one of the better ones. I gave it about a 6.5, 7. Because they're never scary, are they? But there were some good moments in it. The Nun. Look out for that one. I think it's part of the... well, I don't know. It's part of a series of films, isn't it? Right. Night of the Living Dead. Talking of horror films. But that's returning to cinemas. October the 24th and 25th. Legendary old school. Is it George Romero? I don't know, something like that. Talking about the guy, haven't we? Henry Cavill. What's going on? Now, news broke that he is leaving his Superman role. Whether he's being fired or not, we don't know. Well, I've just read updates. Now he's staying in the role. Now, I personally hope he does. I thought Man of Steel was fantastic. I thought Batman vs. Superman was fantastic. I even enjoyed his small role in the Justice League movie. Any thing against him is probably the script writing. I think the actor himself's been doing a fine job. Now they're talking about that. There was big talk that they were going to move away from Superman movies, and Superman is going to be basically not in any more films. Now, I've read where Henry Cavill turned down a cameo in Shazam because he didn't get enough money for Justice League. That may be the case. Now they're also talking about that they're going to do away with Superman altogether and focus on female-led Supergirl. As much as I like Supergirl, you got to have Superman in the DCU. You've got to have him there, haven't you guys? So, fingers crossed, Henry Cavill's staying, because his agent has just come out and said that his cape is still in the closet. So, I think Henry Cavill ain't going nowhere. I hope not, anyway. He's doing well for himself. Just appeared in Mission Impossible. My mum said it was a great film. I didn't see it. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That trailer has just broke. Something to do with Archie, isn't it? I watched a few episodes of Archie. It's a bit of a chick flick thing. But it was okay. I didn't hate it. Oh, back to Superman. This is the craziest. They're running a bookies at the moment on who's going to replace him as Henry Cavill as Superman. And whose favourite? Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. Brilliant. Come on, guys. Now, I like Michael B. Jordan. In fact, I love his work, you know, besides Fantastic Four, but that one is full. Brilliant in Black Panther. And, of course, you know my love for Rocky. Creed 2 coming out. Can't wait for that. But don't cast him as Superman. We can do better than that. Arnie Hammer's another one being talked about. Maybe. But stick with Cavill, please. Now, Luke Pearson's graphic novel from No Brow Press. Hilda. That debuts in less than 2 weeks on Netflix. Animated thing. The new Marvel Rising Secret Warriors trailer is out. You know, starring Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl. I saw the trailer. No, it's okay. Bit kiddie-ish for me, but, you know, there was a character who appeared the other day in Marvel Rising, Ember Quad. Yeah, I got her first appearance. I think she's slated to appear in the show. Gotham has cast Shane West as Bane's father. That's interesting, isn't it? We're probably not going to get Bane, but we're going to see Dark Origins, I guess. Talking of Dark, Swamp Thing is aiming for an R-style horror. And it's going to be hard R. Sounds good to me. Remember them? I actually bought them on eBay. The Swamp Thing movies. Good Lord. Glorious stuff. It's got to be an upgrade, hasn't it? My daughter's been buzzing about this. She-Ra. Because she likes the animation style. But the Princess of Power teaser trailer has just dropped. Yeah, my daughter really likes how that's put together. But I didn't tell you that. Care Bears. Good Lord. Returning with a new animated series called Unlock the Magic. Ant-Man and Wasp will be soon on Blu-ray. It's crazy how fast they come to Blu-ray now. That's coming on October the 16th. Literally. I mean, it used to be about 6 months after the film at the cinema. Now it's like within weeks. Maria Stein has been cast as Liz Tremaine in the upcoming Swamp Thing series. I think that's Swamp Thing issue 3 from 1982. And Derek Mears, the actor, he's reportedly going to be cast as the Swamp Thing. Derek Mears. Bald guy, I believe. Crystal Reed. She's also been being cast as Abby Arcane. So we got the basis of the show there. Mark Ruffalo said they're undergoing reshoots at the moment in Avengers 4. And the reshoots will finish the plot. Obviously. Watchmen artist and co-creator Dave Gibbons has read the script for the pilot of the new show on HBO and approves. I bet he does. It's a nice little payday for him, isn't it, probably? That's the news. Short and sweet this week. But little bit of a update. As you know, I'm running a 300 subscriber competition. Well, unbelievably, I've now passed 400. I'm at 407 as I just looked today, which is blown my mind. I thought I'd be lingering about 350, something like that by now. So it's just gone crazy. But, you know, I know how it works. Some people sign up just to get some free goodies and that, and then probably go elsewhere. But I'm hoping a lot of you stay around. It really makes my videos worthwhile to me. So thank you so much to everyone. I've got quite a few video entries. I got Geeky Pete, Ethan Hunt, Metrog, Matilda Gothica, who was going to donate her prize to JPL, Flash Comics Geekdom, if she wins. One-Legged Books, the comic book Athesia. I can never say it. He knows who he is. The Go-To Geeks, Rayman the Silencer Man, Probe 186, The Grey Man, new guy just joined the community from the UK, and JPL Flash Comics Geekdom, as well as comments from Jam Sessions, Ray 718, and Lyric Magic Moments. So thank you so much. The contest is until October the 1st. And as I've passed 400 subscriptions, I'm going to add a couple of books to the prize. I'm going to add, so I've got 10 books so far, and it's 2 pieces of art from my daughter. I'm going to add this one. This is a cool one that kind of changes. But I can't make it change here for some reason. See it? Oh, there we go. Batman, Superman, Future's End, #1. And I've just shown these 2 books off. These books are hot, guys. So this is well worth winning alone, I think. Probably a 30 quid double act. I'm going to add these 2. First Kate Kane, and first Kate Kane as Batman. Batman? Batwoman. Okay, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, so, I mean, like I say, that's a 20 quid book, this one. Get involved, guys. So that's 13 books. If by some miracle I get to 450 by the end of the competition, I'll add even more books. That's how we're going to roll. Okay, let's finish with some spec for the upcoming weeks. Oh, a lot of good books coming, guys. It's not the biggest of weeks for me next week, but of course it's going to start with that man, Joshua Middleton. Aquaman 40 coming out this coming Wednesday, guys. Get on board. You know it makes sense. That's a stunner. Aquaman and Mira there on the cover. Also, this is another book from an artist that I'm enjoying, and this is Bernard Chang. Now he's currently doing the Teen Titans run, and this is issue 22. That's some stunning stuff. It's almost like animation. Another book. Yeah, you've got to get it, haven't you? Because it's Donny Cates Magic. And that is Venom issue 6. Sorry about the smaller pictures, guys, but they've done the Forbidden Planet website. Edge of Spider-Geddon. That's been good for first appearances, issues 1 and 2. Here's another one. And this is going to be the first appearance of Ben Reilly in some form. Some new hero. And this is Edge of Spider-Geddon, issue 3. That's the variant cover. I'd pick up either cover if you get a chance, guys. Now, in Venom First Host, issue 3, which I've got on order, there's a new symbiote appeared. And this is going to be his first cover appearance. So that's well worth getting, guys. I like the look of the character in issue 4 of Venom First Host. Is that it for me for this week? Yeah, that's this week's upcoming books. Not a great deal, but 5 that I'm on the lookout for. And some great work that's coming. This one, first of all, Martina's been doing some brilliant work. I haven't picked up a lot of them, but this one really stands out to me. It's the Rogues Gallery. And this comes out on the 3rd of next month. And this is for Deathstroke 36. Look at that, guys. Just look at that. That is a stunner. Another one I like the look of. Thanks to Brian Springman as well over at Comic Book Facts. I just spoke about Alex Gardner. This is the cover B variant, Teen Titans. And this releases on the 17th of next month. Teen Titans 23. Pretty cool looking Robin. Very different his work. And finally, I'm not a Jenny Friesen fan. Some of them I think are absolutely horrible. But this one's got something about it. This is Wonder Woman 56, and this comes out on the 10th of next month. That's one of her better ones, so I might grab that. That is Dazzie. Over and out. Thanks to everybody. If you like what you see, subscribe, all that jazz. Take care. Bye-bye for now.